was watching an interview the other day. Banger's brother, he said his theory is that the whole situation started from your actual song.
That's a lie.
That's what I thought. But
right, that's a lie. And I'm glad you asked that. That's a lie. All right, just to clear that up, because he did say that like 4 times.
Yeah, I heard it on the
Joe Budden saying it a whole bunch of times. And that
I give it to Joe Budden. Joe Budden not from Brooklyn. He don't pretend.
No,
to
I know.
Yeah, that's why he was like,
I'm saying
from that.
he got it. He got him saying.
Yeah.
That's not what happened. All right. Tax and Troy Ave was already beefing. Yeah. Online.
That we know. Yeah.
Right? Prior to All About the Money ever even being made. He was already going at Troy Ave. Right? Okay, then Troy Ave busts out with a record. All About the Money. Right? Now, if I've been calling you garbage and I'm saying how trash you are for about at least a year or a year and a half. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not even going to go into how deep their history goes, because it is deeper than even in that.
Me and Miller, we actually we
right.
knew that shit goes way further.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Way further than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you even go back to Punch.
Yeah.
Right? If you even go back to him. So boom. So for instance, right? Okay. Now, I've been calling you garbage and trash for a whole year and a half.
Yeah. Basura.
Right? Basura. Then you bust out with a record. Boom. Yeah. And you like, shit. This nigga I've been saying was trash for all this time. Now he got a song that niggas like. Yeah. And it's like, what the fuck? Now, what am I gonna do? You feel me? Yeah. Because now you gotta look at it. You know what I'm saying? Him bashing him kind of started everything on Twitter and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Tax was already doing that. He was doing that with niggas in the hood. Yeah. Then he just did it with him, who was a little bit more, bigger than the niggas in the hood. It propelled his shit. Yeah. You feel me? Tax movement and whatever he was doing. All right, cool. So now, as he's doing that, now he like, oh, this nigga got a record. Yeah. What the fuck? I've been saying this nigga was trash all year and a half. Now look, damn.
Somebody come look at this.
I fucked up, right? Because now he like, this nigga about to go crazy on me. Because we've been saying he about to go crazy on the whole Twitter. Yeah. Now it's like, everybody that been saying this.
I got one.
Now I got one. Yeah, here you go, nigga. Yeah. Like that, you feel me? Now, me, I don't know Tax at this time. I don't know Tax. I barely know Troy Ave. My first time actually meeting Troy Ave face to face was shooting a video of All About the Money. Yeah. You feel me? Okay, so now, as this is occurring, so now my song is still up as to
Dope Boy.
Yeah. Right? I never took it down off SoundCloud. Purposely. Yeah. Right? Purposely. So I never took it down. Then when Tax found that out, he said, there you go. It wasn't you. It was him.
So he found out by himself.
Right, on his own.
Wow.
I didn't even tell him that. He found out on his own and said, oh shit. It wasn't him. It was him. Yeah. And then he called me, because now Run Ricky Run come out on the blogs. Me and Trey Pizzy did a show somewhere in Pyramid Lounge or some shit like that. Yeah. And the shit went crazy on the blogs. And then Tax called me like, yo, what is that song? I sent it to him. Then I told him.
This before y'all met?
Yeah, this is before I met face to face with him. Okay. I said, yo, bro, look. He like, yo, you did the shit with Troy Ave. I said, yeah. He like, yo, this the original? So I'm like, yeah. So he like, send it to me again, let me hear it. So I'm like, all right, cool. I sent it to him. Yeah. When I sent it to him, the next day I woke up in the morning, it was on every blog. Like, yo, Troy Ave, Ghostwriter exposed.
So you was
just like that.
You was QM before QM.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So right then and there, Tax was like, yo. So I told him the backstory of everything that occurred with me and Av, you feel me? Yeah. And he was like, oh no, hell no. So then he just started going full throttle on him after that. Yeah, nigga, it ain't you. I knew you wasn't good enough to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ran into certain
nigga felt vindicated.
Right, he felt vindicated. Like, I knew it. You know what I mean?
I was just about to give you some props.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ran into certain niggas, and GS9, not gonna say no names, wasn't the main niggas, but I ran into some of them.
Yeah.
And they said, I knew he wasn't smart enough.
Yeah.
Meaning Troy Ave. I knew he wasn't smart enough to make that record.
Yeah.
Right? So then, now when Ricky Run is out, that's when Tax was like, he's pumping that. And then he met up with me in the studio and was like, yo, and we sat down. Now, when I first met Tax, he wouldn't even sit down around us.
Yeah.
He put his back on the wall because he didn't know what was the situation. He didn't even know if I was still
listen,
cool with Troy Ave
I've been jumped so many times in my life. That's what I learned for a fact. Oh, when the shit not looking,
so
when shit looking spooky,
right.
put your back against the wall, cause ain't nobody gonna sneak you. At least you gonna always see it coming.
Exactly.
That's real shit though.
So now he comes and he don't know the situation. He don't know if me and Troy Ave is still cool.
Yeah.
If we somewhat cool.
Yeah.
He don't know if we setting him up.
Yeah.
Nothing. So from there, that's when me and him met.
Yeah.
And then we went from there. So a lot of niggas saying like it started over that. It didn't start over that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's what his brother is pumping. Like it was started over
It
that.
has nothing. His
His
brother's misinformed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His brother's very misinformed. He really don't know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? And
Has he ever reached out to you?
No. And it kind of go a little bit way before that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When they was doing the whole thing with what's his name?
Who?
Damn. He was rapping. Push.
Yeah.
It go back with Push.
That's what.
There you go.
So, because me and him, we used to
Right.
watch at where
Right.
both of them used to record. We used to chill at the studio where
Exactly.
both of them recorded, and we knew that's where it started from.
That's where it started
Yeah,
with Push.
but at a certain point in time, it chilled down for a little bit. I don't know how, but it just became like full blast again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It started there, you know what I mean? That's just a deeper history.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for none of that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go into that. But I do know the story of that.
Yeah.
So that ain't my place
Shout out
to tell
to
that
Push,
story.
Vibe.
Shout out to Push, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, whole made in the bank. I mean, money in the bank.
Right.
So all right then. So as far as you go, you still a Brooklyn nigga though.
Right.
So from the outside looking in now, as far as like Troy Ave's new movements and how he's moving, as far as like the vest and the new Pac and the whole situation like that, do you have an opinion on it?
No, I don't. You know, I don't even pay it no mind. Like.